Hello and welcome to Central Lyon High School for tonight's Siouxland Conference volleyball match between the Central Lyon Lions and the Sheldon Orebs. I'm Jeff Cruz on the call here tonight as we get set for this last regular season match of the 25 season. Obviously the last conference match as well. Postseason starts up here next week for the state of Iowa, so we will finish up the regular season tonight. Coming into tonight, Sheldon 14 and 17 overall, 2 and 5 in conference play. Puts them in a tie for 6th place. Central Lyon 15 and 10 overall. They are also 2 and 5 in conference play, tied for 6th place with Sheldon and West Lyon. Earlier today, I had a chance to sit down with Coach Sutton Schlumbum to talk about the last few matches and tonight's matchup. And along with that, we have one of our senior interviews done by our audio and video production class. We'll have those right now and be back with some stats and the first serve of the match here in about 12 and a half minutes on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. Welcome back to the pregame show. We're being joined by Central Lyon head coach Sutton Schlumbum. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Coach, let's talk about the last few matches over the last week or so. This past weekend, went over to the Western Tournament. Very tough tournament, lots of really good teams. How did that day go?
Yeah, we got to compete against some really great teams, like you mentioned. We got to play Western, Baltic, Heelan, and Sioux City East, so just teams that are playing a really high level of volleyball. Unfortunately, we didn't come up with a win on that Saturday, but I feel like we learned valuable things just playing competitive volleyball. Everybody that we were playing was just offensive minded, so we were able to grow in our defensive areas. But yeah, good things learned from it, and hopefully able to take that into our next match tonight.
Yeah, sometimes they say the Western Tournament is harder than the state tournament because you have really good teams from all classes and not even just the state of Iowa.
Right, pulled from different states as well.
Yeah. So a good tournament there. On Tuesday, go back into a regular conference match at Unity Christian. How did the girls play in that one? Yeah,
we kind of regrouped after Saturday. We kind of felt defeated after Saturday, just of not finding a win, so hoping that we could find that on Tuesday. Unity is just a really great team, just holds their composure really well. We competed against them, but we struggled offensively. We were in a couple of the sets and then had a couple hitting errors and were unable to break their serve receive. We played good volleyball, but just because of that, we just had too many unforced errors, and so that just took us out of the game.
And now tonight we have Sheldon at home for the last conference match of the year, last actually regular season match of the year, as this is the last week of regular season play. What should we expect to see from them?
Yeah, they're a defensive-minded team, always putting up a good block and constantly just keeping the ball alive. So we just have to make sure that we are able to terminate against them and serve receive well in order for us to be in system.
What will be some of the keys to Central Lyon coming away with a victory tonight?
Yeah, we are focusing on our errors, like we mentioned against Unity. That was just something that we know that we need to address. So making sure that we're keeping the ball in play, just because that's keeping those long rallies alive.
All right, Coach. Well, I want to thank you for taking some time to join us today. And we'll be back with more of a pregame show after these words from our sponsors.
You love our lineup of legendary Pizza Ranch pizzas. And now, get ready to love the Big Popper. Loaded with cream cheese, Italian sausage, jalapenos, sweet peppadew peppers, and a honey hot sauce drizzle. A little sweet, a little heat, and a whole lot of flavor. Try the Big Popper Pizza, along with our new Chicky Chicky Boom Boom Salad. Only for a limited time, only at Pizza Ranch.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking, and support you in making the most of every dollar, today and always. Visit premierbank.bank or stop by to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
Welcome back to the Lions Den, where we interview our seniors for the 2025-2026 school year. And I have here Caitlin Huseman. And Caitlin, what is your schedule for this year?
First and second period, I have work release where I'm working at CFE, and then I have government, and then I have an online English class like on Audiusware, and then I go to Reading American Lit, and then I have a class where I just do officer things for FFA, and then I go to lunch and study hall, and then personal finance, and then I leave for the day.
What would you say your favorite class is?
I'd probably say any egg class. I enjoy those.
And what would you say your hardest class would be?
Absolutely any Docker class.
Yep, agreed. What was the biggest challenge in your high school career?
I would say asking questions and like standing up for yourself or asking for help when you need it.
Yeah, absolutely. What will you be doing after high school?
So currently I am working at CFE, and then after I graduate in December, I plan on going full-time there. And then I could be going to different locations or anything like that, but I plan on doing that my full-time job, and then bartending at night, and in the summer continuing working with horses.
Absolutely. Horses are awesome. This might build off a little bit off that question, but what are your hobbies?
I work a lot. I also enjoy having my own farm animals and working on the farm. I enjoy doing all the things. I show at fair in the summer, whatever it may be with them.
Absolutely. What was your favorite part about Central Lyon?
I'd say all the opportunities we have that we can experience here. We have so many different things that some other schools don't have. We have the experience that we can have those here, and we have a chance to experience them.
Who has had the biggest impact on your high school career?
I'd probably say Mrs. Jones. She's an elementary teacher. She used to be my teacher when I was in elementary. I still go to her to this day. She's helped me through so much in my school life and has been there with me through everything.
Absolutely. Got to have a person like that. And what activities are you in, or extracurriculars?
So I used to be in softball, basketball, and volleyball, but I'm no longer in those. But right now I am in FFA, and I am an FFA officer. I'm the secretary currently. And then I also participate in my church's youth group, and where else can be needed.
What has been your favorite memory of high school so far?
I'd say all the memories you get to make, wherever it may be. I enjoy like FFA convention, going and being gone for 3 days, skipping school, and all that stuff.
Yeah, an open campus coming up. That's going to be great. A lot of memories are always made at open campus.
Yeah.
What would you tell freshman yourself to help you through high school?
Don't let others get to you. People might think they can updo you or whatever, but don't let others get to you. They're not what they think they are, and you just have to put their thoughts aside, and you know for yourself that you can do it and you have that chance.
Absolutely. Thank you for watching this Lions Den interview. After these words from our sponsors, we'll get right back to the action.
I'm Gable Sieperda. I'm a master's student and track and field athlete, and I've been a Frontier Bank customer for 20 years. Some of my favorite services that Frontier Bank has provided me is just having access to my financials through the online bank app, as well as hearing that familiar voice when I call that I know and can trust with my financial needs. And I'm looking forward to continuing pursuing my goals on the track, and Frontier Bank will be a huge part of that.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility. Hello healthy. Hello Life. Avera, moving health forward.
DeNoble Austin and Company PC, certified public accountants, offers a variety of services including payroll, auditing, sales tax, financial statement preparation, and of course, income taxes. Whether you're a farmer, small or large business owner, or just require some assistance with your personal finances, DeNoble Austin and Company PC can save you time and peace of mind with the skills you need and the service you expect. Located in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
On top of a hill in the heart of our little town, there's a place where the coffee's always hot and the smells are even warmer. At Hilltop, we brew more than just coffee. We brew connection, comfort, and community. Locally roasted, lovingly served, always welcoming. Come in, slow down, and stay a while. Hilltop, your coffee, your community.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids. Thank you to Coach Schlumbum for taking some time out of her day to talk with me, and also to Jason Heiser for that senior interview. Jason's also going to be running the broadcast for us here tonight. As I talked about when we first came on the air, this is the last regular season volleyball match of the year. Starting next week, we'll be in postseason play. Sheldon is in Class 3A Region 1. They will go to Spirit Lake for their first round match. The winner of Spirit Lake and Sheldon will take on the winner of Western and ELC. Western is the #1 seed in that region. The other 4 teams in the region, Osage, Westwood, Forest City, and Clear Lake. Osage would be the #2 seed. For Central Lyon, they are in Class 2A Region 3 for the postseason. They do not play a first round game. They'll go right to the quarterfinals, where they will be hosting MMCRU next Wednesday, the 22nd. Sorry, I should have said that. Oh, Sheldon will play on Tuesday, the 21st next week. Lions will play on Wednesday, the 22nd. They will face MMCRU. MMCRU with a 14-7 record so far tonight, or this year, I should say. Central Lyon will be the 3 seed in Region 3. The 2 seed is Emmitsburg, so if the Lions can win next Wednesday, they will face, more than likely face Emmitsburg. Emmitsburg has a bye as well in the first round. They face the winner of Sioux Central and HMS in the quarterfinals. The other teams in that bracket, the other pigtail game to get in is Sibley Cheatham and West Sioux. That is on next week, Monday. The winner of that will play Hinton, who is the #1 seed. And on the last 2 teams would be Rock Valley and West Lyon in Class 2A Region 3. Looking at the stat leaders for each of these squads, Sheldon led in assists by junior Jaya Paulson with 548 assists on the season. They're led in kills by senior Abigail Van Beek, averaging 2.8 kills per set. Total blocks, sophomore Aspen Van Hollen leads the team, 39 total blocks. Taya Sudbeck, a senior, leads the team in digs with 280. And Sudbeck also leads the team in serve aces. For the Lions, they are led in assists by junior Alexis Lincecum with 232. Led in kills by junior Eliana Hofert with 2.3 per set. Hofert also leads the team in total blocks with 42 total blocks. The team is led in digs by sophomore Ada Vanderzee with 150. And Vanderzee also leads the team in serve aces. Warm-ups are complete as we are going to get set for our starting lineups. First, the staff for both of these squads. Sheldon head coach is Corinna Alexander. She is assisted by Bailey Hennings, Rachel Nichols, and Jessica Stofferin. For the Lions, head coach Sutton Schlumbum. She's assisted by Sarah DeVries and Megan Witzel. Starting lineups first here for Sheldon. Starting lineups. They're going to look like this. Senior, #2, Aubrey Urkis. Senior, #4, Jada Kamstra. Junior, number 6, Jaya Paulson. Sophomore, number 7, Aspen Van Holland. Senior, number 15, Abigail Van Beek. And sophomore, number 17, Allie Lang. The libero tonight will be number 3, Taya Sudbeck. Now for the Lions, number 7, a junior, Annika Springer. Sophomore, number 10, Taylor Repkema. Senior, number 11, Elsie Odekoven. Junior, number 12, Emery Lincecum. Sophomore, number 14, Taya Metzger. Junior, number 17, Ellie Hofert. And the libero tonight, number 19, a sophomore, Ada Vanderzee. We're going to take a short break here for our national anthem. We'll be back with, we'll be back with the first serve of the match here on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Murphy Family Dentistry has been serving and supporting the Lions and all of Northwest Iowa for over 25 years. We are located in Rock Rapids, just off Highway 75. Our friendly staff is ready to help cheer up your smile for another Lion victory. Call us today to schedule for all your dental needs or visit us online at www.josephmurphydental.com.
Hit one out of the park with a new or pre-owned vehicle from Papik Motors. With 3 convenient locations in Laverne, Rock Rapids, and Sibley, our team is ready to help with all of your automotive needs. Swing in today and let the hometown team be your dealer of choice. Or visit us online at papik.com.
Papik Motors makes it so easy.
A community is a place, but it's also a connection. It's where we all plant roots, raise our families, build our lives, and take care of each other. It's something we have in common, and it takes world-class care to keep communities like ours strong. We work together to live, to hope, to heal, because that's what neighbors do. Here for all, here for good. Sanford Health.
My name's Elin, and I like sports because I like watching them.
My name's Miles, and I just like the school in general because our teachers are nice and we get to do a lot of fun stuff.
Hi, my name is River, and I like the sports teams because my mom coaches the basketball team.
Seaper Foltz, local, true, insurance, real estate, all for you.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids. Take a minute to thank our sponsors, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Avera Medical Group, DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Hilltop Coffee, Murphy Family Dentistry, Papik Motors, Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Seaper Foltz Insurance and Real Estates. Upcoming events here on the CL Broadcast Network. The fall season's about done for us. Tomorrow night, Joel Viss will have the last varsity football game. That's at Unity Christian, 7 o'clock kickoff time. Joel will be on the air about 6:40-ish, somewhere around then. Next Wednesday, the 22nd, we will have the regional quarterfinal volleyball match here in Rock Rapids between MMCRU and Central Lyon. That is a 7 o'clock start time. Again, we'll probably be on the air about 6:45, about 15 minutes before. And then that'll do it for us until for a few weeks, until we get into a few concerts in November. And then the start of our winter season with junior high basketball will be the first thing that comes up about the second full week in November, I think, is when we will start those. And that will lead us, obviously, into the high school basketball and wrestling seasons. Looks like Sheldon will start with a serve. Number 4, senior Jada Kamstra will go back to start things off for Sheldon. 24 aces on the year for Kamstra. Ellie Hofert just taps it over. They set to Van Beek, dug out by the Lions. Now Hofert right in the middle. Nothing going there. Kamster on the dig there. That was Van Holland on the kill attempt. And first point of the evening goes to Sheldon. Kamster will back to serve again. Hofert rolls it over. Paulson sets. Van Beek. That one off the dig attempt by the Lions into the crowd over by the Emmitsburg team, who's come to town to watch the Lions as they're anticipating their second round quarterfinal matchup for the postseason next week. Actually, they wouldn't play until a week from this Monday, and the regionals, they wouldn't beat till the regional semifinals. That kill is outside, out of bounds. And it's quickly 3-0 here. Sheldon early in set number one. Kamstra, 24 aces along with 89 kills on the year for the junior. That one just a little long there. Emery Linscomb on the serve for the Lions. Van Hollen dug out by the Lions there. Lions just sent it over. Paulson sets. Van Beek, and Van Beek finds an open area right behind for the ORAB point. Taya Sudbeck was on that serve there. Van Beek's kill attempt tipped at the net. Odekoven dug out by Kamstra. And that one goes into the antenna for Lion point. Number 5, Alexis Linscomb, a junior, will check in to go back to serve. Linscomb, the main setter for the team, 232 assists on the year, along with 16 aces. Odekoven, that one off of 2 ORABs and finds the floor to make it 4-3. Sheldon leads here. Alexis Linscomb will go and serve. And an ace there for Linscomb. Van Beek from the left side, that one into the nets. And the Lions with their first lead of the evening, 5-4 here in set number one. Van Beek, big swing for the point there. Stemming a little momentum that the Lions had. And it's 6-5 now. As Jaya Paulson will go back to serve for the ORABs. Back set, Ellie Hofert tipped at the net and down to the floor for the Lions points. 7-5 now. After that kill by Eliana Hofert. Taylor Ripe coming back in for the Lions as Ellie Hofert will go back to serve. And another point for the Lions. Miscommunication there. 8-5. 20 aces on the year for Ellie Hofert. She serves. Van Beek blocked right back down. Tried to get out of the way as it was going to go out of bounds, but it hit her. Kind of right in the face, actually. And the Lions get the point. And that one's behind the antenna. And Sheldon's going to take their first timeout. The Lions on a 10-2 run here in the first set, so we'll take it with them. Watching Lions volleyball here on the CL Broadcast Network.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar today and always. Visit premierbank.bank or stop by to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
You love our lineup of legendary Pizza Ranch pizzas. And now, get ready to love the Big Popper. Loaded with cream cheese, Italian sausage, jalapenos, sweet peppadew peppers, and a honey hot sauce drizzle. A little sweet, a little heat, and a whole lot of flavor. Try the Big Popper Pizza, along with our new Chicky Chicky Boom Boom Salad. Only for a limited time, only at Pizza Ranch.
Back here in Rock Rapids, Eliana Hofert on the serve. Blocked back, and the Lions will get the point. Hofert once again on the serve, 11-5 now the lead. Sorry, we had the wrong scoreboard out there. This one isn't quite as fancy, but it ties into the scoreboard here in the gym, so we don't have to update it manually, and the Lions get another point there. That's a 12-5 lead here, Eliana Hofert. Keeps serving. Paulson sets. Left-handed swing there from Ava Hohnkamp, or Hohnkamp, not exactly sure, just a freshman. Hohnkamp with 37 kills on the year coming in tonight. Morgan Paulson on the serve now. Back set, LCE Odakoven dug out there by Taya Sudbeck. Free ball. Linscomb sets to right, come up, blocked at the net, but it's going to fall on the Sheldon side for another Lion points. That'll send the senior, one of the two seniors on the team, LC Odakoven, back to serve for Central Lyon. Ooh, and that one goes into the nets. Unforced error there. Emma Bunkers will check in for Sheldon as Aspen Van Hollen comes back into the front row. Going back to serve now is number 11, the junior, Emma Bunkers. Vanderzee just pushes it over. Van Hollen with a right hand gets the point there. Bunkers, 9 aces on the year coming into tonight. Will serve again. And the Lions unable to get that one across. Down to a 4-point lead now for the Lions. Bunkers will serve again. Set right in the center for Taylor Redkema, and that one hits the ground and goes all the way out into the commons. For the Lion point, Allie Lang, the sophomore, going to check back in for Sheldon. Taya Metzger, also a sophomore, checking in for Central Lyon. Annika Springer, junior, will go back to serve now for the Lions with a 5-point lead. Set to Kamstra, dug out by the Lions. Emery Lincecum, that one goes behind the antenna. Aubrey Urkus back in. The senior will head back to serve for the Oraps. Emery Lincecum, and that one finds some space along the back line for the Lion points. They'll send sophomore Ada Vandersee, the libero for the Lions, back to serve. Oraps go to the lefty, Aspen Van Hollen, and the Lions unable to handle that tip. And the Oraps with another point. Abigail Van Beek, a senior, back in for Sheldon. As Jada Kamstra serves. Metzger, Emery Lincecum, that one off the block attempt. Down for a point for the Lions. Emery Lincecum, 13 aces so far this year coming into tonight. They're going to go to Van Beek, Sheldon, and that one is too hard. Paulson sets Van Hollen, that one into the nets. Paulson this time goes to Van Beek. That one right down the middle for the Orab points. The libero, Taya Sudbeck, will serve now for Sheldon. Lions keep it alive and get it across, and it's going to end up in a point off of some miscommunication. (19-12) now. Lions lead as Alexis Lincecum will check in. The Lincecum twins. Alexis on the serve. Paulson sets. Van Beek just a little too much. Lincecum once again. And that one goes behind the antenna. Lions making it hard for Sheldon to get into any sort of offense here. 21-12 lead now as Alexis Lincecum back serving once again for Central Lyon. Paulson, Van Beek, off the dig attempt by Vandersee, and it's down for an Orab points. Ava Honkamp back in for Sheldon as Jaya Paulson will go back to serve. Hofert, that one partially blocked at the net. Sheldon keeps it alive. Just send a free ball over. That one, Lions able to keep alive. Paulson sets Lang right in the middle, and Lang goes cross court for the Orab points. (21-14) now. The Lions lead here in set number one. Lions have had big runs in the game, or in this set, I should say. Paulson serving again. And that one into the back wall for the ORAB point. Lincecum, Hofert, that one just out. Paulson's keep on serving here for Sheldon. Odekoven dug out there by Van Beek. Back set to Honkamp. That one is in on the back line. Paulson with another serve. Back set to Hofert, just rolls it over and ends up on the ground for the line point. So the Lions stem the momentum here momentarily. They'll send Ellie Hofert back to serve with a 5-point lead. Paulson sets. Abigail Van Beek blocked at the net by Taylor Rebkema. Stays in bounds for the Lions to get that 23rd point. Hofert once again, and that's an ace. Set point now for the Lions here, 24-17. Ellie Hofert, 20 aces coming into tonight. Free ball over. Lions set right in the middle. Rebkema hangs in the air, dug out by Kamstra. Lang just pushes across. Lions are going to let that one go. Off the outstretched arms of Ellie Hofert. Makes it 24-18 now as Morgan Paulson, a junior, will check in for Sheldon and head back to serve. Lincecum sets. Rebkema right in the middle. We'll get that 25th point, and the Lions take set number one, 25-18. We'll be back with set two here on the CL Broadcast Network.
I'm Gable Sieperda. I'm a master's student and track and field athlete, and I've been a Frontier Bank customer for 20 years. Some of my favorite services that Frontier Bank has provided me is just having access to my financials through the online bank app, as well as hearing that familiar voice when I call that I know and can trust with my financial needs. And I'm looking forward to continuing pursuing my goals on the track, and Frontier Bank will be a huge part of that.
You love our lineup of legendary Pizza Ranch pizzas. And now, get ready to love the Big Popper. Loaded with cream cheese, Italian sausage, jalapenos, sweet peppadew peppers, and a honey hot sauce drizzle. A little sweet, a little heat, and a whole lot of flavor. Try the Big Popper Pizza, along with our new Chicky Chicky Boom Boom Salad. Only for a limited time, only at Pizza Ranch.
The score of any game is generally forgotten over time,
but the actions of players, coaches, and fans are remembered.
Sportsmanship is an attitude that can have a positive influence on everyone around you.
In the stands and on the court.
How do you want to be remembered?
Support your team positively and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Hit one out of the park with a new or pre-owned vehicle from Papik Motors. With 3 convenient locations in Laverne, Rock Rapids, and Sibley, our team is ready to help with all of your automotive needs. Swing in today and let the hometown team be your dealer of choice, or visit us online at papik.com.
Papik Motors makes it so easy.
I'm Gable Sieperda. I'm a master's student and track and field athlete, and I've been a Frontier Bank customer for 20 years. Some of my favorite services that Frontier Bank has provided me is just having access to my financials through the online bank app, as well as hearing that familiar voice when I call that I know and can trust with my financial needs. And I'm looking forward to continuing pursuing my goals on the track, and Frontier Bank will be a huge part of that.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids as we get set for the start of set number 2. Lions did take set number 1, 25-18. Central Lyon will start with a serve here. Emery Lincecum will serve to get things going here in set number 2. Van Hollen going to try and push it over. And 2 hits. Call on Sheldon there. Emery Lincecum, 13 aces on the year. 89 digs for the Lions. Paulson sets. Van Holland. That one just a little too hard. Goes past the end line down there. Emery Lincecum will serve again. And that one off of the dig attempt there by Sudbeck for an ace. Lincecum serves again. Metzger back set. Ellie Hofert slams that one cross court for an easy kill. Van Hollen's kill attempt blocked at the net. Elsie Odekoven, that one dug out by Sudbeck. They go to Kamstra, dug out by Emery Lincecum. Back to Odekoven for the Lions, just rolls that one across. Free ball now. Metzger sets right in the middle. Ellie Hofert, that one on the back line for another kill. Morgan Paulson going to check in for Sheldon. As Emery Lincecum still with a serve here. Set for Van Hollen, blocked back by the Lions. Sheldon keeps it alive, but they're unable to get it across. Good hustle there. Set, Van Hollen, dug out by Odekoven. Metzger now sets for Odekoven, or sorry, yes, it was Odekoven on the set. Van Hollen gets that one to find the floor. Earlier it was Emery Lincecum on the dig. As I said, Odekoven, it was Lincecum. Back to serve number 4, Jada Kamstra for Sheldon as they trail 6-1. Metzger, that one is going to be a kill for Ellie Hoferts. He went off the block attempt and then went off the dig attempt into the back wall. Alexis Lincecum in now for the Lions. Set over to Van Beek, that one into the nets. Alexis Linscomb will serve again. Paulson sets for Van Beek. That one partially blocked, and the Lions had it for a second. It goes down for a point for Sheldon. Senior number 3, Taya Sudbeck, will go back to serve now for Sheldon. 30 aces, leading the team with 30 aces so far. Ellie Hofert just rolls that one over. Set right in the middle for Lang, and Lang will get the kill for Sheldon. Sudbeck on the serve. Set, Hofert, blocked back by Van Beek. Sudbeck will serve again. Set to Odekoven, taps it across, but it doesn't get across. I think she had the right idea. I think that would have been a point if they would have been able to, she would have been able to get it 6 inches higher in the air, but unfortunately for the Lions, it caught the top of the net. Lions just push it over. Paulson now sets right in the middle for Lang, and that one down 4 points. Taya Sudbeck still serving now for Sheldon as they trail by 2. Back set, Hofert tips it across, dug out easily by Paulson. Van Beek, that one blocked partially at the net. Now Odekoven, dug out nicely there by Kamstra. Now Van Beek, dug out by the Lions, get it across. And Jaya Paulson with a rare kill. Averages less than 1 per night, or per match, I should say. Gets that one. And it's 6 straight points for the Arabs. They pull within 1 here in set number 2. And the Lions unable to handle that one. We're tied for the first time here since the start of the the start of the sets. Odekoven. That one will be a point for the Lions. Good attempt on a dig there by Sudbeck, but unable to get it. Van Beek hits the antenna. Ellie Hofert back to serve again. Paulson sets in the middle for Lang. She pushes it to the back corner. Nobody home for the Lions. Aver Honkamp back in. I'm sure I'm butchering that name. I apologize. Jaya Paulson will serve now for Sheldon. Lefty serve there. And the Lions unable to get that one across. And we're tied at 10 again. Paulson will serve. Back set, Odekoven, and that one goes off the arm of Van Beek for the Central Line point. Odekoven serve. Back set. That one goes to Lang. Lions dig it out. They'll have to push it over. And Springer gets the kill there. Elsie Odekoven, 16 aces coming in tonight with that serve. Goes to Han, blocked back by Rebkema, and that one, I call foot fault, I believe. 13-10. Lions lead. Odekoven serves again. Set right in the middle. That one from Lang finds just enough space along the right side of the court. Morgan Paulson checks in and goes back to serve. Rebkema just pushes it over. Good hustle here by the Oravs, but they're not going to get to that one. Tay Metzger checking back in as Annika Springer will go back to serve. Paulson sets. Kamstra. And Kamstra will get the points. Junior, number 11, Emma Bunkers, will serve now for Sheldon. And Metzger pushes it across behind her to get the point. Lang checking back in momentarily, so Sudbeck can come back in as the libero. Back to serve now for the Lions is their libero, number 19, Ada Vanderzee. Set for Van Hallen, and that's a kill for Sheldon. Aubrey Urkis back in to serve now. Urkis, 13 aces coming into tonight. That one into the net, though. Unforced error. Emery Linscomb will serve now for Central Line. Dug out there by Vanderzee. Lions just get it over. Paulson will set. Goes to Kamstra. That one out. Emery Linscomb serving again. Metzger sets. Odekoven, dug out by Urkis. Set for Kamstra, dug out there by Emery Linscomb. Vanderzee now just gives a free ball across. Back set for Van Hallen, partially blocked there. Metzger now, back set Odekoven, that one partially blocked but out of bounds. And it's a point for the Lions. Emery Linscomb also has 126 kills on the year. And that's an ace. Set. Van Hallen just taps it over. Metzger now. And Helly Hofert just tapped it over as well, but it was enough. And it's 20-13. Emery Linscomb still serving. Paulson sets. Kamstra taps it over, dug out by Springer. Metzger right in the middle, tapped over by Hofert. And I believe they're going to call a foot fault on somebody. Not really sure who that was on the Lions. Doesn't matter. Kamstra on the serve for Sheldon. Hofert, enough of it. 21-14. I'm saying that's Emery Linscomb back to serve that last serve there for the Lions. Both times when she's been serving this set, the Lions have gone on a 6-point run. Really why they are in this position of having a 7-point lead. She started out this set with the 6 points and then just had it a second ago. That was her twin sister Alexis on the serve. Abigail Van Beek tried to get that one across. It was blocked back, and it's going to stay on Sheldon's side for the Lion point. Lions now up by 8, 22-14. Alexis Linscomb serves again. Paulson goes to Van Beek, and that's going to be point for Sheldon on the lift. Taya Sudbeck back to serve now for the Orabs. And that's on the bad pass is going to be an ace. It was at this point early in the set where Sudbeck went to get 6 straight points to get Sheldon back into it. Lions going to try to avoid that here at the end of the set. They just have to get that one across. Paulson sets. Lang has it blocked back by Hofert. Paulson gets a kill herself. Ball behind the bleachers. Lions got to go run and get it. And Taya Sudbeck will serve. Hofert. And Hofert will get the kill. The Lions avoided letting Sudbeck get on too big of a roll there. And they're just 2 points away from taking set number 2. Ellie Hofert will serve. That one just too far, says Mr. Wright on the line judge. Jaya Paulson will go serve now for Sheldon. And that's Rebkema with the kill to make it 24-18. Elsie Odekoven will serve now for set point. Paulson sets. Lang gets part of that one. It kind of goes off the Lions and falls down the floor. An awkward kill attempt there, but it was effective enough. And Morgan Paulson will go back to serve for the Orabs. And it's an ace. Paulson, 2 straight aces. 24-21 in favor of the Lions. Paulson again. Cross set to Emery Linscomb, and that one will do it. So the Lions will take a 2-0 lead after the 25-21 win in set number 2 and a 25-18 win in set number 1. We'll be back with set number 3 here on the Central Line Broadcast Network.
I'm Gable Sieperda. I'm a master's student and track and field athlete, and I've been a Frontier Bank customer for 20 years. Some of my favorite services that Frontier Bank has provided me is just having access to my financials through the online bank app, as well as hearing that familiar voice when I call that I know and can trust with my financial needs. And I'm looking forward to continuing pursuing my goals on the track, and Frontier Bank will be a huge part of that.
Hit one out of the park with a new or pre-owned vehicle from Papik Motors. With 3 convenient locations in Laverne, Rock Rapids, and Sibley, our team is ready to help with all of your automotive needs. Swing in today and let the hometown team be your dealer of choice, or visit us online at papik.com.
Papik Motors makes it so easy.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar, today and always. Visit premierbank.bank or stop by to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
The score of any game is generally forgotten over time,
but the actions of players, coaches, and fans are remembered.
Sportsmanship is an attitude that can have a positive influence on everyone around you.
In the stands and on the court.
How do you want to be remembered? Support your team positively and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game. And enjoy the game.
DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants, offers a variety of services including payroll, auditing, sales tax, financial statement preparation, and of course, income taxes. Whether you're a farmer, small or large business owner, or just require some assistance with your personal finances, DeNoble Austin & Company PC can save you time and peace of mind with the skills you need and the service you expect. Located in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids as we get set for set number 3. Lions with a 2-0 lead here as we close out the regular season for 2025 volleyball. Lions won set 1 25-18 and set 2 25-21. Remind everyone, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know when we post videos or start these live broadcasts. And be sure to follow Central Lyon on Facebook and Twitter to keep up on all the latest news. Sheldon will start with a serve here in set number 1 or set number 3, and they will get the points on the ace by Jada Kamstra, the senior. Kamstra will serve again. Metzger sets Emery Lincecum. That one off the ceiling. Sheldon able to corral it and get it across. Set again. That one dug out by Sudbeck. Van Hollen right in the middle, and Van Hollen will get the second point here in set number 3. Kamstra on the serve again. Metzger sets Ellie Hofert, and Hofert will get the point for the Lions. Ellie Hofert leading the team in kills this year with 142 on the season. Emery Lincecum back to serve for the Lions. Van Beek, and Van Beek gets a part of the back line for the kill. Taya Sudbeck will serve for the Oreps. Miscommunication there by Central Lyon. And the Oreps out to an early 3-point lead here in set number 3. Sudbeck leads the team with 30 aces on the year. Also has a 96.7 serve efficiency rating. Metzger right in the middle to Hofert, pushes it over. Paulson goes to Lang. That one partially blocked, dug out by Emery Lincecum. Odekoven kind of pushes it over. No real kill attempt there. Van Beek rolls that one, dug out by the Lions. They have to get it across. Dug out there nicely by Kamstra, and at the net, Ellie Hofert will win and push it straight down for the Lion point. Alexis Lincecum back to serve for the Lions. And that'll be another kill for Van Beek. Abby Van Beek leads the Orabs this year in kills with 227. Hofert dug out by Kamstra, kept alive, and Orabs get it across. Set right in the middle, blocked back. Now set for Odekoven, and that one was momentarily alive before some little kid just about got demolished down there by the Orab that was going for the ball. And it's a 5-3 lead now, as Ellie Hofert serves. Paulson sets, Lang. That one is out. About hit our line judge there. Had to get his wits about him before he gave that call. No, they're going to, sorry, that was a point for the Orabs. Not sure what went on there. Morgan Paulson back to serve. The Lions just have to send it over. Lang in the middle. Dug out by the Lions. Lions just push it over. Paulson for Lang again in the middle. Lions unable to get it. Morgan Paulson serving again. Ripkema dug out by Paulson. Kamstra dug out by Lincecum. And the Lions unable to get to that. And the junior, Morgan Paulson, will keep serving. Ripkema, cross court, too much. Cheyenne Struckman going to check in for the first time for Emery Lincecum. Back set to Odekoven. That one will be a kill for the Lions out the block attempt. Now Emery Lincecum back into the game. Elsie Odekoven serving for the Lions. Set right in the middle for Lang. Blocked, but onto the Lions side. Bunkers will check in for the Orabs as she'll go back to serve. Set for Ripkema in the middle, dug out by Paulson. Van Holland dug out there by Odekoven and gets it all the way across. Now Van Holland again, dug out by Vanderzee. from the back row, and that one into the net. And Coach Schlumberg, I'm going to take her first time out of the set. We'll take it with them. You're watching Lions Volleyball here on the CL Broadcast Network.
You love our lineup of legendary Pizza Ranch pizzas. And now, get ready to love the Big Popper. Loaded with cream cheese, Italian sausage, jalapenos, sweet peppadew peppers, and a honey hot sauce drizzle. A little sweet, a little heat, and a whole lot of flavor. Try the Big Popper Pizza, along with our new Chicky Chicky Boom Boom Salad. Only for a limited time, only at Pizza Ranch.
On top of a hill in the heart of our little town, there's a place where the coffee's always hot and the smells are even warmer. At Hilltop, we brew more than just coffee. We brew connection, comfort, and community. Locally roasted, lovingly served, always welcoming. Come in, slow down, and stay a while. Hilltop, your coffee, your community.
We're back here in Rock Rapids. Bunkers on the serve for Sheldon as they lead 11-4 here in set number 3. The Lions do have a 2-0 lead. Emery Lincecum has that one blocked back. Repkema gets it across. Now Kamstra. Dug out momentarily dug out by Odekoven. The Lions kept it alive momentarily. And Emma Bunkers will serve again. Repkema right in the middle. Dug out by Bunkers. That's Kamstra. And Kamstra with the big swing and the point. Emma Bunkers once again. Set for Emery Lincecum, just rolls it over. Kamstra, dug out by Vanderzee. Set again for Emery Lincecum, big swing this time, and it's going to be a point for the Lions. Allie Lang, a sophomore, coming back in for Sheldon. And she'll just check in so Taya Sudbeck can come in the back row. Lions have got to get more than 1 point in a row here. Haven't been able to string together anything so far in set number 3. Springer on the serve. And that'll be an ace for Annika Springer. Springer again. Paulson sets. Van Hollen just tips it over, basically. Metzger now sets for Emery Lincecum. And Lincecum, that one's going to be on the back line for a point. Springer again. Van Hollen blocks back and down for the Lion points. Springer 9 aces coming into tonight. That one hits the top of the net. And good hustle there by Sheldon will result in the points. Aubrey Urkus will check back in to serve for Sheldon. Repkema just has to keep it alive there, and the Orabs push it across for another point. Urkus again on the serve for the Orabs. Set. Repkema. That one going to go into the back wall off the dig attempts. Ellie Hofert back in. Ada Vanderzee back to serve. Metzger sets. Hofert right in the middle. Off the partial block attempt by Van Hollen. Down for a point for the Lions. Vandersey again. That's Van Hollen, dug out by the Lions. Metzger just gets it over. Paulson sets. This time it's Kamstra, blocked back by Central Lyon. And it's down out of bounds for the Lion points. Vandersey serve. Van Hollen dug out by Lions. And that one, after some jostling at the net, is going to go down for the Orab points. Jada Kamstra back to serve now for the Orabs. 24 aces on the season so far for her. Metzger sets for Lincecum. Blocked partially by Van Beek, but it falls to the ground for the Lion point. Emery Lincecum will serve now for Central Lyon. Lions unable to handle that kind of roll attempt there by the Orabs. And Taya Sudbeck will go serve now for Sheldon. Orab set, cross court. Van Beek off the block attempt, down for a point. It's 18-12 here in set number 3. Metzger sets. Hofert. And that one off the dig attempt into the back wall. Lions can't trade points, though. They just have to, they need a run. They need to get 4 or 5 in a row here. As Alexis Lincecum will come in to serve. It's Van Beek, and Van Beek unable to get to that one. Alexis Lincecum will serve again. Set. Hofert. And that's a big kill for Ellie Hofert, who leads the team coming into tonight with 142 on the year. Alexis Lincecum will serve. Set right in the middle for Lang. Mishandled there by the Lions. And it's a point for the Orabs. Back to serve is number 6, their setter, Jaya Paulson. Hofert, that one goes off the block attempts, down for a Lion point. Ellie Hofert now will serve. Set. Lang blocked back. Little discussion here. I think the line judge put his hand on top of his flag as it was tipped, but they're saying it was no tip at the net. And it's a 20-16 lead for Sheldon as Morgan Paulson comes in to serve. Odakovin dug out by Paulson. Lang just, oh, never mind, doesn't get it across. Lions benefit there. And Elsie Odakovin will head back to serve for the Lions. Kamstra dug out by the Lions. That one into the nets. Timeout here, second and last timeout for the Lions. Set number 3, we'll take it with them. We're back with more volleyball action here on the CL Broadcast Network.
My name's Elin, and I like sports because I like watching them.
My name's Miles, and I just like the school in general because our teachers are nice and we get to do a lot of fun stuff.
Hi, my name's River, and I like the sports teams because my mom coaches the basketball team.
Seaper Foltz, local, true, insurance, real estate, all for you.
Murphy Family Dentistry has been serving and supporting the Lions and all of Northwest Iowa for over 25 years. We are located in Rock Rapids, just off Highway 75. Our friendly staff is ready to help cheer up your smile for another Lion victory. Call us today to schedule for all your dental needs or visit us online at www.josephmurphydental.com.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids. 21-17 lead for the Orabs. Bunkers there on the serve. Set for Ripkema, and Ripkema gets the kill for the Lions. Crunch time here in set number 3. The Lions have got to get more than just 1 point in a row here if they want to win this. Annika Springer will serve. Set right in the middle for Van Holland. Dug out by Emery Lincecum. They set for Lincecum. Dug out by Paulson. And that one finds a back corner on Kamstra's kill. And it's 22-18 in favor of Sheldon. Aubrey Urkus will come back in to serve for Sheldon. Metzger back set. Ripkema blocked at the net. Vanderzee gets it across somehow. He gets the point. Heads up play there. Was blindly kind of throwing her arm out there, and it works out. And now Ada will go back to serve for the Lions. They set Van Holland. Van Holland with a kill. Van Holland been kind of quiet on the night. She is second on the team in kills up for the year. Not very many tonight. But gets one there to make it 23-19. Jada Kamstra will serve now for the Orabs. And that's an ace. And it's set point here for Sheldon. And that finds the back line. And it's a 25-19 win in set number 3 for the Orabs. And we'll head to a 4th set here in Rock Rapids. We're back with that set after these words from our sponsors.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking. and support you in making the most of every dollar, today and always. Visit premierbank.bank or stop by to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
You love our lineup of legendary Pizza Ranch pizzas. And now, get ready to love the Big Popper. Loaded with cream cheese, Italian sausage, jalapenos, sweet peppadew peppers, and a honey hot sauce drizzle. A little sweet, a little heat, and a whole lot of flavor. Try the Big Popper Pizza, along with our new Chicky Chicky Boom Boom Salad. Only for a limited time, only at Pizza Ranch.
A community is a place, but it's also a connection. It's where we all plant roots, raise our families, build our lives, and take care of each other. It's something we have in common, and it takes world-class care to keep communities like ours strong. We work together to live, to hope, to heal, because that's what neighbors do. Here for all, here for good. Sanford Health.
I'm Gable Seaperda. I'm a master's student and track and field athlete, and I've been a Frontier Bank customer for 20 years. Some of my favorite services that Frontier Bank has provided me is just having access to my financials through the online bank app, as well as hearing that familiar voice when I call that I know and can trust with my financial needs. And I'm looking forward to continuing pursuing my goals on the track, and Frontier Bank will be a huge part of that.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids as we get set for the fourth set here. Lions took set one, 25-18. They also took set two, 25-21. The Orabs came back to win set three, 25-19. That is how we got to this point. Opportunity to thank our sponsors while we, well, actually, nope, we're going to go to the first serve here. Looks like Emery Lincecum will serve for the Lions. And Lincecum going to start with an ace. And Van Holland, a nice swing there. We'll get the first point in set four for Sheldon. Camster will go back to serve now for the Orabs. 24 aces on the year for the junior. And the Lions just get that one across. Paulson sets. Van Holland, that one off the hand of Odekoven for another Orab point. That one off the top of the net, gets across, set right in the middle for Hofert, and Hofert smartly puts it over the block attempt into a big old void in the front corner. Alexis Lincecum will serve now. Van Beek dug out by Lincecum. The Lions had get it across, and Van Hollen blocks that one straight down on their own side. And the Lions back ahead now by 1, 3-2. Alexis Lincecum serve again there. Van Hollen dug out by Lincecum. Or sorry, dug out by Alexis Lincecum. This time they go over to Van Beek, and that one off the block attempt goes down for the Orab point. And we're tied again at 3. Senior Taya Sudbeck will go back to serve now for Sheldon. And nice serve. The Lions aren't able to get to that one. Sudbeck on it once again. Lions have to send a free ball across. Orabs now. Paulson tried to get that, catch the Lions sleeping. No going. Springer. And that's enough to tie it back at 4. As momentarily it looked like Sheldon was going to be able to get to that one. Cheyenne Struckman going to check in as Ellie Hofert's back to serve. And that one into the nets. Jaya Paulson, the Orab setter, will go back to serve now. And that's going to be 4 hits as it never crossed the nets. Lions just send a free ball across. Now Paulson's going to set right in the middle for Lang. Lang just gets a piece of that one, but it finds the open area for the Orab points. Junior Jaya Paulson serving still for Sheldon. That one's too hard. And Elsie Odekoven will head back to serve for the Lions. They trail by 2 here in set number 4 with a 2-1 lead. Kamstra, the lefty, that one down. Another point for Sheldon. As Morgan Paulson will check in. Set, Emery Lincecum down for the points. Taya Metzger will check back in for the Lions as Annika Springer will go back to serve. Lang, that one tipped at the net for the points. Emma Bunkers will check in and go back to serve. Emery Lincecum pushes it over. Set right in the middle for Van Hollen, and Van Hollen will get the kill. As the Lions are unable to handle that one. 10-6 now. Here in set number 4 in favor of Sheldon. Bunkers still at the serve. Metzger sets. Emery Lincecum. Lincecum with the big swing. And the points. Ada Vandersee back to serve now for the Lions. That one into the net. Aubrey Urkus will serve now for Sheldon with a 4-point lead. Metzger sets. Hofert, and Hofert taps it over with the left hand. Emery Lincecum now will serve for Central Lyon. That one flies too far. Jada Kamstra now will serve for Sheldon. Odekoven, dug out there by Van Beek. Set right in the middle for Van Hollen, dug out by Emery Lincecum. Now, Ellie Hofert taps it over. That's 3 times now this set. Hofert's just barely tapped it over and gotten the point for the Lions. Alexis Lincecum now will go back to serve. Lions trail by 3. They, just like the last set, they've got to string together some points here. Van Hollen, that one just clears the net, but the Lions can't handle it, and it's another point for the Orabs. And that serve by Sudbeck goes long. Ellie Hofert now back on the serve for the Lions. And that kill attempt by Jaya Paulson goes into the nets. Hofert serves again. And that's another point. And Orabs will take their first time out of set number 4. We'll take it with them. We're back in just a minute after these words from our sponsors.
You love our lineup of legendary Pizza Ranch pizzas. And now, get ready to love the Big Popper. Loaded with cream cheese, Italian sausage, jalapenos, sweet peppadew peppers, and a honey hot sauce drizzle. A little sweet, a little heat, and a whole lot of flavor. Try the Big Popper Pizza, along with our new Chicky Chicky Boom Boom Salad. Only for a limited time, only at Pizza Ranch.
And we're back here at Central Lyon. Orabs lead 13-12 in set number 4. Lions lead 2-1. Ellie Hofert will serve. Van Beek pushes it over. And then Van Beek wins at the nets. Though Hofert was able to accomplish something the Lions hadn't been able to do until that point in the set, was string together more than 1 or 2 points. She got 2 straight points on her serve. And foot fault, I believe, or net. I'm not sure what that motion means. Either way, it's a point for the Lions, and that's all we care about as Elsie Odekoven goes back to serve. That's laying in the middle. That one way too strong, and the Lions tie it back up, 14-14. Odekoven will serve. Back set, Van Beek. Dug out by Odekoven. Set, Lincecum. And that one falls on Sheldon's side. And for the first time since it was 3-2, the Lions take the lead here in set number 4, 15-14. Elsie Odekoven serves again. Lang barely gets it over, and it's points. Tied again now, 15-15, as Morgan Paulson checks in for the Orabs, and we'll go back to serve. And Lang on the bad pass gets it down for the point. Let's come for Rybkema, who gets it blocked back. We go to Kamstra, dug out by the Lions. And nicely done there by Annika Springer to find an open area of the floor. Ties it back up at 16 as Taya Metzger will check in. And Springer will go back to serve. Lang has that one partially blocked. Linscomb just rolls that one across. Paulson now over to Kamstra. Blocked at the net, but it goes on the Lions side. Emma Bunkers will check back in, go back to serve. 9 aces on the year for the junior. Back set, Rybkema hits the antenna. Bunkers will serve again for the Oraps. Set to Rybkema. Rybkema this time, it's into the nets. And Coach Schlumbum will take her first timeout of set number 4. We'll stay here for this timeout. We haven't thanked our sponsors enough. You can never thank your sponsors enough. Thank Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Avera Medical Group, DeNoble Austin and Company PC, Hilltop Coffee, Murphy Family Dentistry, Papick Motors, Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Sieper DeFoltz Insurance and Real Estate. As I said earlier, we are nearing the end of this fall sports season. Tomorrow night, varsity football at Unity Christian, 7 o'clock kickoff. Joel Viss will have the call. He'll start around 6:40 on the CL Broadcast Network. And then Wednesday, October 22nd, we'll have the regional quarterfinal match between MMCRU and your Central Lyon Lions. That is a 7 o'clock first serve. Again, I'll be on the air about 6:45 for that one. Sheldon with a 3-point lead and the serve here. Bunkers will serve. Metzger over to, that was Emery Linscomb. Now Paulson over. That's Kamstra, and Kamstra will get the kill. And Bunkers will serve again. Metzger just pushes it over. Sheldon was there. That one blocked at the net by the Lions. Cross court, Emery Linscomb. That one's going to be too hard. Emery Linscomb taps it over, and now Rybkema gets that one blocked partially at the net. Van Hollen finds the floor. And the Lions will take their last time out of the set. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds here on the CL Broadcast Network.
You love our lineup of legendary Pizza Ranch pizzas. And now, get ready to love the Big Popper. Loaded with cream cheese, Italian sausage, jalapenos, sweet peppadew peppers, and a honey hot sauce drizzle. A little sweet, a little heat, and a whole lot of flavor. Try the Big Popper Pizza, along with our new Chicky Chicky Boom Boom Salad. Only for a limited time, only at Pizza Ranch.
And we're back here at Central Lyon High School. Lions trail 22-16 here in set number 4. They do have a 2-1 set lead. Lions won set 1, 25-18, set 2, 25-21. The Orabs had set 3, 25-19. Emma Bunkers will continue to serve. We were tied 16-16 at one point. Metzger over to Emery Lincecum. Blocked back and down on the in for another Orab point. Bunkers to serve again. Lions just get it over. Set for Kamstra. Dug out by the Lions. They keep it alive, but they can't get it across. And Emma Bunkers will serve here for set point. Metzger pushes it over. Orabs are ready. Kamstra. And the Lions able to get the point there. They stay alive momentarily. Rainersy serves for the Lions. That's Van Holland, and that one, Lions keep it alive. And that one's out. Ada Vaynersy will serve again. Still set point here for the Orabs. And that one goes long, and the Orabs win set 4, 25-18. We're tied. 2 sets apiece. We'll head to a deciding set number 5 when we return here on the CL Broadcast Network.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar today and always. Visit premierbank.bank or stop by to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
The score of any game is generally forgotten over time,
but the actions of players, coaches, and fans are remembered.
Sportsmanship is an attitude that can have a positive influence on everyone around you.
In the stands and on the court.
How do you want to be remembered? Support your team positively and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game. And enjoy the game.
I'm Gable Sieperda. I'm a master's student and track and field athlete, and I've been a Frontier Bank customer for 20 years. Some of my favorite services that Frontier Bank has provided me is just having access to my financials through the online bank app, as well as hearing that familiar voice when I call that I know and can trust with my financial needs. And I'm looking forward to continuing pursuing my goals on the track, and Frontier Bank will be a huge part of that.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility, hello healthy, hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
A community is a place, but it's also a connection. It's where we all plant roots, raise our families, build our lives, and take care of each other. It's something we have in common. And it takes world-class care to keep communities like ours strong. We work together to live, to hope, to heal, because that's what neighbors do. Here for all, here for good. Sanford Health.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids as we are ready for the deciding set number 5. Central Lyon won set 1, 25-18. They won set 2, 25-21. The Orabs took set 3, 25-19, and set 4, 25-18. Remind everyone, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know when we post videos or when we start live broadcasts. And be sure to follow Central Lyon on Facebook and X to keep up on all the latest news. Ada Vaynersy will start things off for the Lions. Set, Van Holland off the block attempt. The Lions keep it alive. Metzger sets for Emery Lincecum. Lincecum will get the first point for the Lions. Vaynersy, 20 aces coming into tonight. Will serve again. Van Holland just rolls that one over. Lions now look for some offense. Lincecum again. This one dug out momentarily by Sudbeck. 2-0 lead. Ada Vaynersy will serve again. Van Holland somehow gets that one over and finds an open area, and it's 2-1 now in favor of the Lions. Senior Jada Kamstra back to serve for Sheldon. And Metzger sets it across the net. Orab's not ready. And a quick point for the Lions. Emery Lincecum will serve now for Central Lyon. Orab's just sent a free ball across. Metzger now will get things started. That was Hofert, and that goes off the block attempts out of bounds. 4-1 in favor of the Lions. Emery Lincecum will serve. And Orab's just forced to send a free ball over. Lions on offense now. Cross set, Odekoven. That one's gonna go long. Senior number 3, Taya Sudbeck, will serve now for Sheldon. Metzger over to Odekoven. Odekoven just taps it across. That's what's been working most of the evening here for the Lions. Those little taps into the voids of the defense. There, Lexus Lincecum will go back to serve now with a 5-2 lead. Paulson sets for Lang in the middle. That one goes off the top of the net. Lions unable to keep it alive, and it's a point for the Orabs. Jaya Paulson will serve now. Back set, Hofert tips it over. Orabs ready for it that time. Kamstra from the back row will get the kill. Paulson will serve again. The set for Odekoven. Dug out by Paulson. And Honkamp will get the points. And we're tied. 5 apiece here in set number 5. Paulson serves. Dug up by Lincecum. Back set. Hofert, big swing this time and down with the points. Ellie Hofert now will go back to serve after that kill. And mistake there by the Orabs will lead to the Lion points. 7-5 now, 2-point lead. Hofert, 20 aces so far this season. Going along with a team lead of 42 blocks on the year. Set, Lang pushes it over. From the back row, Hofert, that one's a little hard, because it almost hits the back wall. And it's 7-6 in favor of the Lions. Morgan Paulson will check in for Sheldon and go back to serve. Kamstra finds the back corner, and we're tied at 7. Mistake there by the Lions on the pass. 3 straight points for the Orabs as they now take the lead 8-7. Paulson on the serve again. The Lions unable to get that one across. And Coach Schlumbum's going to and no timeout as the Lions are just trying to get a sub. Cheyenne Struckman will go in. Paulson on another serve here. Back set, Odekoven. Blocked back down. And nets on Kamstra. Stems the momentum there after 4 straight points for the Orabs. Elsie Odekoven will serve for the Lions down 1. That one in the nets. Emma Bunkers will come in and go back to serve. 2-point lead here. And that's too hard. So the teams trade serve errors. Annika Springer will go back to serve now for the Lions. And an ace. And we're all tied back up here at 10. Springer will serve again. Van Hollen. And that one will go down for a point. Aubrey Urkus checks in. She'll serve. And it's an ace. And the Lions will use their first timeout here in set number 5. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors.
I'm Gable Sieperda. I'm a master's student and track and field athlete, and I've been a Frontier Bank customer for 20 years. Some of my favorite services that Frontier Bank has provided me is just having access to my financials through the online bank app, as well as hearing that familiar voice when I call that I know and can trust with my financial needs. And I'm looking forward to continuing pursuing my goals on the track, and Frontier Bank will be a huge part of that.
Back here in Rock Rapids, Sheldon with a 12-10 lead here. We're tied 2-2. Urkus on the serve. Lions are forced to send a free ball over. Paulson will set, back set. That's Van Hollen. Van Hollen off the block attempt. Another timeout here by the Lions. Take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Avera Medical Group, DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Hilltop Coffee, Murphy Family Dentistry, Papic Motors, Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Seaport Fultz Insurance and Real Estates. Upcoming events here on the CL Broadcast Network. Tomorrow night, Joel Viss will be on the call for CLGLR at Unity Christian. He'll start about 6:40. Kickoff is scheduled for 7. And then next Wednesday, the 22nd, I'll be back for our last home volleyball match of the year. Regional quarterfinals with MMCRU. Arbor Urkus will serve again. Lions will have a free ball. Sheldon sets in the middle. Van Hollen with the ace. 4 straight points here for the Orabs. And it's match points. Urkus serves. Metzger sets. Emery Lincecum tips it over, and the Lions stay alive with that point. Libero, Ada Vanersy will go back to serve. Van Hollen, big swing, that's out. Good limbo there by Annika Springer to get her head out of the way. Well, it was headed right towards her. And now Sheldon will take their first time out after 2 straight points by the Lions. So the Lions get it within 2 here. Back and forth most of the set until it was tied 10-10, and then the Orabs with 4 straight points. Now the Lions with 2 straight points. And they'll need to keep getting some more to keep this match going. Match point again here for Sheldon. Ada Vanersy will serve for the Lions. They set. Van Hollen, and Van Hollen taps it across for the match winner, 15-12 in set 5. And the Lions fall to Sheldon here tonight, 3-2. We'll be back with some post-game thoughts after these words from our sponsors.
My name's Elin, and I like sports because I like watching them.
My name's Miles, and I just like the school in general because our teachers are nice and we get to do a lot of fun stuff. Hi, my name's River, and I like the sports teams because my mom coaches the basketball team.
Seaport Fultz, local, true, insurance, real estate, all for you.
Hit one out of the park with a new or pre-owned vehicle from Papic Motors. With 3 convenient locations in Laverne, Rock Rapids, and Sibley, our team is ready to help with all of your automotive needs. Swing in today and let the hometown team be your dealer of choice, or visit us online at papic.com.
Papic Motors makes it so easy.
DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants, offers a variety of services including payroll, auditing, sales tax, financial statement preparation, and of course, income taxes. Whether you're a farmer, small or large business owner, or just require some assistance with your personal finances, DeNoble Austin & Company PC can save you time and peace of mind with the skills you need and the service you expect. Located in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
On top of a hill in the heart of our little town, there's a place where the coffee's always hot and the smells are even warmer. At Hilltop, we brew more than just coffee. We brew connection, comfort, and community. Locally roasted, lovingly served, always welcoming. Come in, slow down, and stay a while. Hilltop, your coffee, your community.
We're back here in Rock Rapids after the 3-2 win for Sheldon here tonight. Sheldon improves to 15-17 on the year, 3-5 in Siouxland Conference play. The Lions fall to 15-11 for the 25 campaign, and they will finish 2-6 in Siouxland Conference matches. Leading the conference is Sioux Center. They are 7-0, ranked number 2, I do believe, in Class 4A, 24-1 overall record. They will be the 2025 Siouxland Conference champions this year, so congratulations to them. As I said, Sheldon with a 3-2 win. The Lions won sets 1 and 2. Set 1 was 25-18, set 2 25-21, and then the Orabs went on a 3-0 run. Set 3 25-19, set 4 25-18, and the deciding set number 5 15-12. Once again, one final time, thank our sponsors. Cannot thank them enough. They bring us the funds so that we can buy new equipment, just like we did to get this new streaming desktop that I desperately needed, as the old one was basically done for. So I want to thank all of our sponsors: Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Avera Medical Group, DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Hilltop Coffee, Murphy Family Dentistry, Papic Motors, Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Seaport Foltz Insurance and Real Estates. Also want to thank our student producer, Jason Heiser, for his help tonight in producing the broadcast for you all. Also thank Jason's part of the audio video class and production class. He did the senior interview for tonight's game, so thank him for that as well. We have those each and every night that we do any sort of broadcasting. We will have them at the end of the year. We will have every senior interviewed and get that to you. Once again, thank everyone for tuning in tonight. I'm Jeff Cruz, and we'll see you next time.